And once again, I am your host, DJ Rochelle, here on Live Fridays, ready to introduce you to some great, wonderful local music that you're about to hear here live in the KPSU studios. Here is Rain Ezra.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rain Ezra. Nice to meet you all. Nice to have you guys listening from your homes or watching. I'm really excited to be here. I'm going to be performing some original music for you guys. This first one is a song that I wrote when I first moved to Portland, and I am going to be mashing it up with a few good covers for you guys. So hope you enjoy. You can find this song on YouTube. It's called 24/7. It's about how it requires working 24/7 in order to make a living, and then you have to learn how to give yourself a break on top of all of that somehow. So if you relate, go check me out at Rain Ezra. Here we go. 24/7, I'm on that grind, trying to make real money, but making real money takes too much time. In that 24/7, living the real life, trying to pay them bills when them 3 digits arrive, and it's already hard enough. When the rough gets going, you just gotta toughen up. Gotta keep it going just for one night. Gotta give yourself a little free time to realize you're going 24/7. Working so hard, don't even know if there's a heaven up above. All I know right now is 24/7. Better get your act together, make a good impression, going 24/7. There's way too much to do, but way too little time. I've tried to hold my ground, but keep falling behind. I'm getting tired, but the feeling's way too strong. Road is unexpected, but I'll keep on moving on, and it's already hard enough. When the rough gets going, you just gotta toughen up. Gotta keep it going just for one night. Gotta give yourself a little free time to realize you're going 24/7. Working so hard, don't even know if there's a heaven up above. All I know right now is 24/7. Better get your act together, make a good impression, going 24, 24, 24, 4, 4. Every other day I would call, you would say, baby, how's the day? But today ain't the same. Every other word is yeah, okay. Could it be that you are at the crib with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say that I am not the one to sit around and be played. Prove yourself to me, I'm the girl that you claim. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday? I know you're saying I'm assuming things. It's going on, that's the way it seems. Shouldn't be the reason why you act strange if nobody's holding you back from me. I know who you usually do when you're saying everything to me times 2. If you just tell the truth, if somebody's here, then tell me who. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running games. Say my name, you're acting kinda shady and calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Ooh, no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running. Say my name, you're acting kinda shady and calling me baby. Won't you say, oh my God? Oh my, oh baby, let me love you down. There's so many ways to love ya, baby, I can break you down. There's so many ways to love ya, got me like, oh my God, I'm so in love. Found you finally, you make me wanna say, oh, 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 oh my God. Ooh. Say my name, say my name. 24/7. Thank you guys. That was the ultimate little, not the ultimate mashup, but one of the mashups that I have of a original and some throwbacks there. So feel free to check out that original song 24/7 on YouTube. It's going to be hopefully dropping someday on all the other platforms, but maybe never. So you might have only been able to hear it that one time. And I'm going to do one more kind of mashup song for you guys. This is another original mashup acoustic vibe for you. I played a lot of So Far shows, and I wrote this song and performed it at a So Far show. And when I was writing it, I realized halfway through that I totally ripped the chords from another song. So we're just going to give that other song the credit by mashing them up. That's what we're doing. Hope you guys enjoy it. I've never been the type to fall for somebody like you. I mean, I'm not even attracted to anybody who comes through my life and tries to be treated like somebody. But I've always had my head straight until you got up in my way. But somehow you turned my head and then left me rejected. I won't let the pain come through, 'cause it's not worth it. You don't deserve what I would give to you. Maybe I think that you still catch my eye, but I won't fall for that this time, letting you go, because I know that I'ma be fine. The one thing I hate is how you had me feeling so confused. Always felt like I just made a fool of myself in front of you. But I miss the way that it felt to have those butterflies. You put some excitement in my life, so I don't mind that you turned my head, but then you left me rejected. And I won't let the pain come through, 'cause you're not worth it. You don't deserve what I would give to you. Maybe I think that you still catch my eye, but I won't fall for that this time, letting you go, because I know that I'ma be alright. Alright. You don't know, babe, when you hold me and kiss me slowly, it's the sweetest thing, and it don't change if I had it my way. You know that you are. You're the coffee that I need in the morning. You're the sunshine in the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me? Give it all. Oh, I just wanna see. I just wanna see how beautiful you are. You know that I see it. I know you're a star. Where you go, I'll follow, no matter how far. If life is a movie, they are the best. Oh, oh, something? If you love me, won't you? Ooh. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Ooh. If you love me, won't you say something? If you love me, won't you? Love me, won't you? Thank you, guys. That was a little mashup of my original song that is also not findable or released anywhere. And then the best part by her and Daniel Caesar. So thank you.
Whew. Way to start off strong.
Thank you. I decided they call me the acoustic DJ. I'm a mashup queen, and so I was like, I'll start off with some mashups, but also original songs. So it's a fun way to start off.
Yeah, and it's great to hear the range too of your music.
Yes, thank you. I like to explore a lot of different genres and styles, but then also make a lot of things my own and try to change the notes around and stuff. It's fun.
Right. It's like you went from a little bit of beatboxing all the way up to like hitting the high notes.
Yeah, the beatboxing was a thing I had to learn how to do when I was younger because our radio kept getting stolen out of the car. So we had to learn how to make our own music. And I was going back and forth all the time between beatboxing and then like singing and then like doing all these weird things. But sometimes not having a radio and having to be forced to make your own music makes you learn things.
Right. I was going to say, it didn't turn out so bad.
Didn't know.
Tell me a little bit about what you have coming up. What's coming up next for Rain Ezra?
Oh, yeah. 2024 is a little crazy already. It's crazy because starting in January, I started doing a couple new collaborations. I decided that I want to experiment with some new genres of music. So I joined this band where we do kind of like Yeba Hiatus Coyote, like jazz, but then like there's so many different genres in that. And also they've been really challenging me to make my writing style and a little bit more out of my comfort zone, like doing some more poetic stuff and more metaphors. And that's been really fun. So I've been challenging myself with that, and we've been practicing and getting ready for stuff. And then I have this new collaboration song with our good friends Hiroki, which is Matt and Sal, and that video just actually got filmed, but the song just dropped today. That song is called Try, and is out on all platforms now. Woo! I just made a little video of it ourselves of the photos that our friend DJ took. Our friend DJ filmed our live recording of it, and it's actually submitted to Tiny Desk Concert. Ooh. So this is my first Tiny Desk Concert submission. And right before that, I filmed a Alicia Keys Fallen cover video with the live band and backup singers. Ooh. So lots of new videos with live bands coming out soon. That is going to be dropping on the 8th, which is International Women's Day. And that's going to be honoring my favorite, most biggest inspiration, Alicia Keys. And then I'm also going to be having 2 like kind of EDM songs dropping over the summer, which I'm really excited about. I started kind of getting more involved with the like rave and festival scene and found some people who produce really amazing like EDM music, and we're trying to do some genre bending, different influences into it to make it kind of fit my style too. And then I got a bunch of shows coming up. Shows have been really crazy, but 2 things that are happening this month that you guys should definitely look into is next weekend I'm going to be at the Society Hotel on Saturday, all day on Saturday. There's 2 showings. A bunch of artists are redecorating rooms in this hotel to kind of show what their creative brain looks like. So when I first applied, I wasn't completely sure what I was getting into, but then I got selected by Friends of Noise. They sponsored me and this other young artist who ended up not being able to do it with us, but I'm still holding it down and doing it. But Friends of Noise is a really amazing organization that generally supports youth performers, and they helped me before I turned 21 and with a lot of things. So very grateful for them to think of me on that. And I'm going to be producing music and writing music and sampling instruments, and the space is going to look all like black light and glowy. And so come check it out, Society Hotel. You can look at the We Are Content Instagram page for more information. And then I also host a monthly showcase every third Thursday called Rainy Views with my man Dominique, Mr. Views Entertainment. And that is during the winter and fall season when it's generally like no outdoor shows. On a Thursday night when the weekend's not hype and people want kind of something chill and intimate to come to. Rainy Views Showcase is featuring 3 different local artists, including me and him, and then we switch hosting. So that's happening on the 21st at Cafe United. So yeah, today, listen to Try. It just came out on all platforms. On the 8th, you can check out the Alicia Keys music video that's going to be dropping. On the 9th, go to Society Hotel, check out the content space, watch me in my creative space. And then on the 21st, I got the Rainy View Showcase at Cafe United. Those are the main ones.
Okay, and now you got to take a breath.
For real.
Right? Going back a little bit, when you mentioned some of the collaborations and things you're working on, you had mentioned the EDM. I'm curious, did you meet them at Oregon Country Fair, or where did you meet these people?
Man, I haven't gotten to go to Oregon Country Fair yet. I actually just applied, though, to perform. We'll see how that goes. And I actually met most of them at the so Purple Matter was the first person that I made a kind of more EDM song with, and he is actually, I met him in the hip-hop scene. And I have been going to like 45 East and the North Warehouse and all these like raves and stuff. I think North Warehouse just shut down, sadly, but yeah, there's a lot of friends that I just made that are like really into EDM music, and my cousin Sierra just moved down here and she was really big on that and showed me a lot of EDM songs. And so I was talking with Purple Matter during a session. I was like, I really want to make this kind of music. And he's like, me too, let's go. I'm already on it. Like, that was very fun. And then we also have our friend Danny as well at the Love Fest festival that I just performed at. That was our debut of our song Hardaway, which is also another like EDM drop song. And I met them in a rave friend group as well. So it's kind of just rave friend groups. I really want to go to Oregon Country Fair though, and hopefully I get on that stage.
Yeah, there's no shortage of music in Portland.
Not at all. No, I think I just heard that it was the like most poppin' city for independent artists, something like that. The city had some sort of meeting and talked about how it's the most something for independent artists. People have a lot of opportunities here.
Totally makes sense because there's plenty of other like bigger cities that you can see music at, but it's generally people who are signed to labels or have like a certain niche that they're filling, but it's not what we would call up and coming independent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And a lot of opportunities for youth in music here, which I love and am trying to do my best to promote and share more through my youth workshops that I've been doing too.
Tell me a little bit about those workshops.
Yeah. I've been teaching music since I was actually in 6th grade. I was making songs for my choir. My choir teacher would let me like teach the choir my songs, and then I was like, I love teaching music. And then I moved here to Portland, went to Baskin Robbins for my first job when I wrote 24/7, and decided I'm never going to do an average job again. I'm only going to teach music. I'm only going to do things that involve music. So I got really into teaching. I got a job at Ethos Music Center because I was going to PCC, and my beat teacher, Lorna Doon, she's like, anybody want to take my job? I can't do it anymore because I have this one now. And I was like, teach kids 1, 2, 3s and ABCs. It's easy. So I was teaching that, and now I'm at Ethos teaching like guitar, piano, production, singing, ukulele, some drums, basic stuff, beatboxing. And then I met all of these really talented kids. So as I've been teaching there and as I've been doing open mics and other shows, I've been just like collecting a little mental database of all of these kids that are so talented and would just blow people away if they had the opportunity to be on stages. And I was already hosting showcases and throwing events. And so I decided to start this program. At the time I was working with a nonprofit that I had started called Ladies of the Rose. And we had this thing called the Rosebuds program, which was like the junior young musicians because Ladies of the Rose and the Rosebuds. And then eventually I ended up making my own LLC down the line. I ended up getting really focused on the like booking and performing and music events, throwing things and the workshops, and the direction of the nonprofit was going a lot more towards like developing things that I started a nonprofit at 20 and 21. I was 21, did not know how to run a nonprofit. So they were taking care of a lot of other things, and I was like, I'm going to do an LLC because I know how to do that better. And so, yeah, now I'm working on that, and I've been meeting with all of these really, really talented musicians individually, but I have too many of them now. So for a year now, a little over a year, I've just been having all of them meet once a week at like Ethos or at Page Tree Sound Lab or at my house or at right now we're at We Out Here Magazine, which is a really, really awesome space, and they're letting us use it. We've been at My Voice Music Center. I've been taking them to different places. We were supposed to go to PRP as well and do a radio thing over there.
Shout out friends at Portland Radio Project.
Heck yeah. And maybe one of these days I can take them here to KPSU as well and have them get a little experience being on the radio. But yeah, right now I'm trying my best to make it a space where all ages, but catered to the youth of under 21, have access to get together, figure out what their goals are. And right now it's called the Life and Music Workshop, because it's not just focusing on music. It's also focusing on like things to better your mental health and like resources and us just having a space and a community for people to learn and be motivated, inspired from each other and to help each other. I try to tell them that I'm not a teacher, I'm a resource connector. So whenever they want to have ideas or they want to do projects, I will just like give all the resources that I know to make that happen. And when we do workshops together, it's always us doing things together that even I need to work on and even I need to do. So like, hopefully we get more people and more engagement in it. Right now I'm working with a lot of students who don't have support. Income support from their families and stuff. So I'm doing it like out of pocket and not really charging people. There is a $20 class fee. So if anybody's interested in being a paid customer there with that, then definitely check out the Life and Music Workshop on Instagram, because we're looking to have more paid attendees so that we can afford to have nice spaces to have the workshops at, bring in guests, do photo shoots and studio sessions and all that. So
just fantastic. So there's definitely a need there.
Yes, definitely.
Need. Switching over to the over 21 crowd, because I know there's plenty of shows and cool stuff there. I know just recently you were hosting the, I keep wanting to say the wrong name on this, but it's the Atlantis Lounge. I caught myself saying Aquarius, and I know that's wrong. It's the Atlantis Lounge next to Mississippi Pizza. You were hosting the Songwriters Showcase. How did that happen? Because I know there's been a few hosts, but they've been fairly steady. Yeah.
So it's actually amazing. I moved up here like 11 years ago and was involved in all of these different open mics. And then all of a sudden, like 5 years ago, I met my best friend / ex-roommate Chelsea. She lives in Chicago now, but she was like, introducing me to her open mic scene and her friends, and it's like more of the like singer-songwriter scene. I've been in some of the more of the hip-hop open mics, and then some of the just youth open mics and casual other bar open mics that don't really have, you kind of go in and you expect to cringe a little bit and you expect to have to kind of bite your tongue sitting through some like interesting performances. And then Chelsea told me about this singer-songwriter night, which is not even an open mic. It's a curated night for musicians who are writing over the winter and want to be motivated, inspired to share new music and to make new music. So they're all curated by this really amazing person, Christopher Worth, and his good friend Jacob Westfall, who was co-hosting with him at the time. And I started coming to these and getting involved with that community, and it's literally such a family. You go to one show, and as long as you allow yourself to like talk to some people, which can be some kind of hard sometimes, everybody is so friendly and so inviting, and there's always something going on like every night, and everybody's so talented and has so many resources, and is like there's the amount of things that you can do just by going to that show without even performing on that stage is amazing. But I got really, really close with them. The people who run that, Christopher Worth and Jacob Westfall, became really good friends of mine, and I've been hosting shows. They've come to a couple of the shows I hosted. Christopher Worth actually inspired me to build more connecting music stuff around the scene because I was seeing what he was doing on a bigger scale, and I was like, that's what I want to do. So I was able to tell him that he inspired me to like do all of this, and then I think that because of that, him and Jacob were both going on tour this year for a lot of 2024, and they were gonna have to like cancel at the singer-songwriter night, and so they talked to me and they're like, I think you'd be the perfect co-host. We need some like young new femme energy as well on the stage, and you already have experience. Everybody knows you, and so I'm really happy that they talked to me about it and that I had the time to do it. At the same time, I'm also every Wednesday of February I was hosting a karaoke contest at 21st Kitchen and Bar, so it was like hosting the singer-songwriter night, and then on Wednesdays I host my workshop, then the karaoke contest, and then Thursdays I always have shows. It was just crazy. The February was crazy, but this is actually the last month right now. March is going to be the last month of Atlantis Night. So every Tuesday, signups are at 7:30. If you can sign up, it's not really like your average open mic, so you don't have our average walk-in slots. It's you sign up, and then if you are lucky, you pretty much get on. What I do is I have a maybe list and like a for sure walk-in list. And the maybe list is that if anybody does not come when their name is called, I'm going to pull from the maybe list. And so you still have a chance to get on. If you don't get on and your name was on a list, then you do get guaranteed your spot the next time. So it's not like impossible to get on, but it's definitely a little tricky. And it's always crazy talented musicians in there. One musician that was in there at the beginning of February was the person who wrote I'm gonna make this place your home. Greg Holden. Yeah, he was in there, and I got to talk to him, and I was like, do you want to do a songwriting workshop with my workshop? And he was like, yeah. So cool connections can be made.
For sure. Yeah, and it's very rare to find a spot to sit. You have to get there early for that to happen.
Oh, yeah. Or just share tables with people. Like, be friendly. People are going to sit in the booth with you.
Yeah. In fact, there's I have a hard time sitting still. I usually have my knitting stuff with me, and there's been a few times people have been like, "Here, I'll hold your yarn," and like, come sit with me. And like, they're like holding my yarn as I'm sitting like squished in a little booth next to them. So, as you said, it's kind of a little family. People are super sweet and supportive.
It's a tight knit community.
Sorry, I love it. Okay. Shifting back to your actual music that you've been performing here.
Yeah.
Where can people find your music?
RainEzra.com is where all of my information is. If you are more of an Instagram person, you can find it at Rain Ezra on Instagram. I also have a link tree in my bio that has different releases, YouTube links, booking forms, and feature requests, and all that stuff. So all of my information will be on RainEzra.com or Instagram.
Nice. Tell me about the song you're going to play next.
Ooh, so next I'm going to play something that I produced and recorded when I first came here to Portland. I went to PCC actually when I first came here, and I had my whole entire first EP was my like finale. That was my project for school that I had to work on. And so for my finals, I dropped my first EP. I produced it all myself, recorded it all myself, mixed and quote unquote mastered it all myself to my best ability. Actually, I did have some help recording that first EP with my friends who were in the program with me. Wave Pro, my good friend Wavy Joseph was like a young prodigy and is still my really good friend. And our friend K-Wix was helping record me because I didn't have my own home studio. So they helped me out with the recording and mixing process as well, too. I don't want to say I mixed it all by myself, when Wave was definitely a big part of that. But that was the first project that was kind of a sole project of mine. And I'll go ahead and perform two little songs off of that one for you guys. They're going to be on underneath my album called Possibilities. Yeah.
So the first one that you're going to sing, can you tell me like what it's about, like what you feel it's about?
Yeah. So the first one that I'm going to do for you guys is called Loyalty. And this is when I was going to the hip hop open mics, I was like, I need a song that has like a crowd response. Like I'd do these listening sessions with my friends, and their songs would hit all of a sudden. I'd be like, ooh, I need a song that just like hits. And so I wanted to do like when you listen to the beat on Spotify, it's going to be different than the guitar doing this clunk, clunk, clunk. It's like boom on Spotify. But I definitely wanted to kind of get into that like deeper R&B hip hop vibe of myself. But it's about how I was like going through, like young relationship rain phase. And I was like, I just need some loyalty. I don't need none of the mess, none of the stuff that people are like, I don't need you to tell me all of this stuff just to make just be real, be loyal. That's pretty much all I need. If you don't feel that way, it's cool. We don't need to do this. Yeah, it's kind of about that whole conversation with somebody. And you just that's all you want. Simple loyalty.
Right. Which can be an awkward conversation to have, though.
Mm-hmm.
So we've all had those awkward relationship conversations.
Yep. And then the one after that is going to be Outlet. And that is a song about when you are like kind of, it doesn't have to be a significant other. It can be a best friend, or it can also be something that's inanimate. It doesn't need to be a person, but can you be my outlet is like trying to have, like when you have somebody that you want to be able to let your feelings out to. It's really, really can feel very unsafe to express yourself and to be yourself and to like open up that side of yourself to people. So this is kind of like that ask for permission, that consent, like, can you be this thing the space that I can open up myself in? And that'll be Outlet.
All right, well, let's hear it.
Awesome. Emotions, they're falling through. Just tell me that you love me so I can love you. 'Cause I can't be with someone who doesn't feel the same way about me, no. Just tell me that you're someone. Loyalty, babe. I don't need no bull. I just need to know right now if this is really worth it. I don't wanna play no games, boy. Just tell me straight. Am I the one that you want, or is this time just gone? 'Cause I just need some loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Tell me, do you feel the same? Or is this time just gone? 'Cause I just need some loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. Tell me, do you feel the same? Or is this time just gone? 'Cause, see, now he acting like the victim. When you stole my heart, you are a thief. It's so hard to know who's winning when you're the only one I see. I can't be with someone who doesn't feel the same way about me, no. Just tell me that you're someone who can keep a promise, make a guarantee. I just need some loyalty, babe. Loyalty, babe. I don't need no bull. I just need to know right now if this is really worth it. I don't wanna play no games, boy. Just tell me straight. Am I the one that you want, or is this time just gone away? 'Cause you and me could be fake, boy. Tell me, do you feel the same? Or is this time just gone away? You and me could be fake, boy. Tell me, do you feel the same? Or is this time just gonna... Oh, oh, oh. oh, hey, hey, oh, oh, hey, hey, oh, oh. Thank you. That song's called Loyalty. You can find that song under my first EP, Possibilities. And that is under Rain Ezra, Rainezra. This next song is called Outlet, and this is also on that same album. If you guys want to check it out, thank you. Can I go when I don't know what I'm feeling inside? How can I hold back the tears when I don't wanna cry? Just need a reason to focus this pain in my chest. Trying to stay strong, but I feel like a mess. I'm wasting my time and I'm holding my breath for 1 minute of feeling okay. I don't know if I feel normal, I'm going insane. I need you right here, but I push you away. I'm trying to stay positive, I need a way to release all the stress and the pain. If you'll be my outlet, maybe I can be yours, 'cause I need someone to hold me when I feel like I wanna be on the other side of this life. When I'm in over my head, I don't know how to fight. Why am I doing this over again? Hey. How can I breathe when the air is too thin to inhale? How can I sleep when that ship has already set sail? Tossing and turning, but I don't know if it will end. I'm falling to pieces and have to pretend like I'm handling myself the best that I can. It's a lost cause when you're fighting yourself, 'cause you know every weakness and move you can make. So there's no point in trying to make it away from the poison that's haunting you, filling your brain with emotions that you can't explain. If you'll be my outlet, maybe I can be yours, 'cause I need someone to hold me when I feel like I wanna be on the other side of this life. When I'm in over my head, I don't know how to fight. Why am I doing this over again? Hey. Thank you guys. And those two songs are out on all platforms if you want to check them out under Rain Ezra. They definitely sound a lot different when they're not acoustic. Those are both beats that I produced myself, so check them out. They got some cool stuff happening.
I like how you use your guitar as a percussive instrument too, though.
Oh yeah, it's I saw this one person busking on the street a long time ago that would play their guitar like a drum while they would play it, and then I was like, one day, but I got like 10% of the way there. I got one hit.
Now, as you mentioned, that's different from how if we were listening to it online. You've done a lot of cool collaborations and different musical, trying to think out instrumentation and everything that's gone into it. Tell me a little bit about what that process is like and how you end up from like where you start with you and your guitar to what we end up hearing on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. So I am a very non-consistent person, and I never have had a particular process. I've always kind of bounced through a couple different processes. When I was younger, I had a keyboard that would record over itself. So I could put the metronome on, record a whole song, and then layer it with like a bit to change the keyboard to a bass and then change it to a drum and layer over it. And it was pretty much like a little 4-track. And then I ended up actually getting an 8-track. My mom's girlfriend ended up having one and teaching me how to use it and let me just go crazy on it. And I would be doing like guitar and then beatboxing and then adding in all my harmonies. And I'd started off with like writing songs on instruments when I was younger, but sometimes I would come up with a line and then figure out like what the rhythm of it is and the melody and then put it with some acoustics. Sometimes I'd have the song in my head already and then I'd just need an instrument to like make it happen. Sometimes I'd be playing some chords and I'd be like, ooh, I like this chord progression, and then make melody off of it. It was always all over the place. And then when I was in school, I used to like, instead of paying attention, I'd write songs. And so I would, at lunch, I'd go into the piano room, voice memo all of my stuff, and then at the Boys and Girls Club afterwards, they had GarageBand in their music studio. So I started working on GarageBand and just looping and things. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand like tempo or metronome or quantizing or anything at the time, so I just did everything just straight through, back over, straight through. What was nice about GarageBand is I had finally learned how to like punch in halfway, because on the 8-track and stuff you can't do that. But now that I'm doing, when I learned how to use Ableton, and I was in PCC, I first was introduced to the Push 2 controller, which is this crazy spaceship device that makes magical sounds. I was going to say amazing and magical, and that's what word came out, magical. And
we're going to go with that.
Oh, yeah. And it's got all these knobs and buttons on it and beat repeaters, and I learned how to like make music solely from the machine pretty much and like trigger all of my things. And when I started getting into production, I started actually making beats first, and then I would make a ton of beats, and then I would have these really long bus rides because I don't drive, and Portland is huge, and it would be like an hour to sometimes 2-hour long bus drive depending on weather and traffic, to go from home back to PCC. And I do that a lot. I did a lot of busing, and so what I'd do is I'd produce and then I'd export all the songs onto my phone and I'd write on the bus. And now I don't have time to do anything, and the only time that I do get to write anything right now is if it's like somebody's paying me for a feature. So now I have this whole new writing process where it's like, oh, somebody's giving me a prompt and like a time frame in the beat, and I'm writing for them instead of for me now. I'm trying to get more back into writing for myself as well. I need to make more space first. But
so if I see you on the bus, I can just assume you're working on a song.
Most likely, yeah. These days I'm now working on like CapCut video editing, making flyers and stuff like that. But back when I was in college and had a little bit more time, I was on GarageBand or in my notes on my phone. Yep.
Okay, random reference here for you, because I'm thinking of the notes that Larissa Birdseye talked about, that she wanted someone to delete if something happened to her.
Uh-huh.
And I'm now wondering, okay, what would your notes look like? Is it the same level where you would want someone to come and delete them if something happened to you?
You know, I'm such an open book, and I believe that, like, things aren't as big of a deal as we make them unless we make them a big deal. So I'm like, I could see things that I wouldn't want certain people to read in my notes, like X's and stuff. Like I would not want. I would. There's some things that just might be hard and hurtful for people to hear, and so I would probably be like, I mean, there's a difference between deleting all of your stuff and then just like not having it be public, you know? So
Right.
I would definitely wouldn't want it to be public. Probably wouldn't want to delete it though. I feel like some of the things, even though they're hard for certain people to hear, would be helpful for other people to hear. And like, yeah, I wanted to actually do this challenge, this new open mic series called Open Notes, where I invite everybody to come in and share things from their notes that they would have never shared to anybody. But then also they could do like an anonymous pile where we have strangers come and read something from the anonymous pile.
Oh, that could be juicy or terrifying.
Right? I know.
Bit of both, maybe.
Literally.
Okay, coming back to your music here. You've had some cool collaborations recently, like the one you just released.
Yeah.
How did you meet them?
Hiroki, oh my goodness, they're so amazing. I actually also met them through the Atlantis underground scene through my friend Chelsea. I am at PCC, where it all started, where I met literally everybody. That's where I met Larissa Birdseye. And Matt, which is Funky Brewster, is Larissa's main bass and guitar cajon player. And Larissa was the only other singer that I met in the city that was doing like R&B acoustic singer-songwriter stuff in the hip-hop scene. Mm-hmm. And I mean, there was a few other ones, but like she was very, like we were compared a lot and like talked about in pairs. And the things that we weren't like, we're not even very like we are similar artists, but we're different enough to really like not have to be compared, but we're always like, oh yeah, those are like the singer-songwriter hip hop girls. And so Larissa, and I did a lot of shows together and, you know, we were put on things with each other, and I would see Matt playing with her all the time. And I'd be like, I play guitar and I need a cajon player if you ever want to do it for me too. And then I got him onto playing bass for some of my gigs, and we ended up just becoming really, really good friends. And Sal and Matt have been friends. Hiroki is a new band. They haven't even been around super long. And I am so sad because I didn't even remember this, but like, I guess Matt asked me to be a part of Hiroki when they first became Hiroki. They wanted me to be a part of it, and I was like, no, I'm not doing bands. But I totally am doing other bands now. I don't remember this interaction, so oopsies. But could have been a part of Hiroki, apparently. But now we have a song together, so
that all worked
good
out.
Yeah. And Sal is an amazing production musician, videographer, all of these things, and has also helped out with Larissa and on a lot of her stuff. So she had me do her backup singing for some of her videos, and then I met Sal and Matt and hung out with them at their spot, and we all became friends.
Aw, I love how it's all just this friend network that ended up
Yep.
making music together.
Passionate creatives that are good, have good intentions, and just there's no like competition factor. It's all like build together factor, and I love that a lot.
That's one of the unique things about the Portland music scene.
Some parts.
That Portland musicians in general like to collaborate and work together, and we'll share, particularly when comparing to music scenes in other cities.
Oh yeah, especially when it is a little bit more cutthroat and more like big, higher level serious. People are particular and specific and judgmental.
Yeah, things we all like to pass on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, going back to your music, because we've got a little under 10 minutes left. I think we've got time for at least, maybe 2 more songs.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, depending on how long they are. What do you have in mind?
I'm going to do a few of my newer things. So I have this collaboration album that I created, oh my goodness, 3 years ago now. That's literally blowing my mind. 3 years ago, I dropped a massive collaboration album with a bunch of different artists in the city. And this was a song that I had finished, and then I put it on the collaboration album with an open verse. I'm not going to be singing that version because I don't know how to do all of the other person's stuff, but I do have a version that's just me, and so I'll be singing the song When You Realize. And this song is an incredible track, so please stream it on Spotify or Apple or YouTube or whatever. There's actually this like Swedish like teenager who like worked on this. I don't think he's a teenager anymore, but at the time he was like this little Swedish kid who like I sent him a little dinky track mix. And then he sent me this whole insane track back, and I had to learn how to do a vocal run that was like computer processed. It's very fun though. And then I'm gonna do Gone, which is featuring my friend Aaliyah Falls. And then I will do I'll close it off with Anxiety featuring Vina Baby. That's what we'll do.
Good one
Actually,
to end with.
Actually, I want to close it off with one more unreleased one that you guys might not have heard. So I'll close it off with Independent.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought Anxiety may have had some words we can't say on the radio, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah. I've been censoring myself already in the other ones. We know how to do this thing.
Before you get into it, just want to ask real quick, because I know people want to find your music. I also did peek at some of the merch you have online.
Oh,
you want to tell people about that?
Yes. So there is online merch. If you guys go to my website, you can find that. There's Rain Ezra t-shirts and stickers. And then also if you come to my shows, I have handcrafted merch that I'm selling. So it's a resin kit stuff that I make a bunch of different cool molds out of resin that you guys can check out. You can also get custom stuff. I've done some custom pieces for people as well. So support the local musicians with our merch.
There you go. And Rain spelled just like the weather.
Rain Ezra. Rainezra. It's one word, only capital R. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's hear the music now.
All right. It's When You Realize. It's time to stand up, time to be strong, time to let go, time to move on, to forget, time to stand tall, gotta stay up, unless you wanna fall, be brave, you gotta be tough, you gotta know when not to give up and see straight, gotta stay clear, you never know when the end is near, you gotta be truthful, it means honest, we make mistakes, cause nobody's flawless, don't lie to me, cause you're insecure, cause you're too confused, you can't be sure, cause you're gonna be the one who hurts, when you've got a problem you can't go, you're gonna be the one who hurts, when you finally realize my worth, when you realize it takes a little time to make a change. First you've got to turn around and go the other way. All about the path you choose to take. Life is just a product of the choices that we make. But now I'm making a mess, pulling away, feeling the stress. Try to stay calm, do what you can to get out of your head. Take a step back, let it all go, try to relax, cause karma's got a funny way of coming back. You're gonna be the one who hurts, when you've got a problem you can't go. You're gonna be the one who hurts, when you finally realize my worth, when you realize time to be truthful, it means honest, we make mistakes, nobody's flawless, don't lie to me, cause you're insecure, cause you're too confused, you can't be sure, now you're making a mess, pulling away, feeling the stress, try to stay calm, do what you can to get out of your head. Take a step back, let it all go, try to relax, cause karma's got a funny way of coming back. Oh, that you can't cure, you're gonna be the one who hurts. Realize my worth when you realize Thank you. That song is called When You Realize. That song is, you can find it just me, or you can also find it featuring Takumi as well on the Responsibilities album. This next one is one of my favorites to perform. This one is called Gone, and I co-produced this with Ryan at Hinterland Sound and did this one with Aaliyah. So... I can feel myself fading away. You can see that it's changing. I'm just trying to be patient, waiting. I'm waiting to get out of the mess I made when this started. Hard to let go of the things that you wanted. We all gotta learn self-control. But I'm losing my grip, I can feel myself slipping. Holding on, I can feel my sweat dripping. I can feel myself letting go. Now I'm falling, I'm gone. Not even a light can find me. Don't go searching, 'cause you know that I'll be gone. Gone. But sitting on the couch, trying not to watch you while you flirt with someone else. It's the way we felt, leaning on your shoulder. Now I'm falling off the shelf. Ooh, taking the control out of me. I think that I'd just rather leave. Give me on my own and fall back. I don't think it's fair how you do that, 'cause I always want what I can't have. Now I'm falling, I'm gone. Not even a light can find me. Don't go searching, 'cause you know that I'll be gone. 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 Thank you guys. My name is Rain Ezra. I really appreciate y'all for listening and tuning in. Definitely check out my stuff, RAINEZRA. Got a lots of things coming up. Thank you so much, KPSU.